Hello, this is Betty Schlub reporting for the Buzzington Poe, and this is the Woke Report. Breaking news. Another unarmed black man has been shot by white racist police officers in yet another execution-style slaying. Reporting from a peaceful protest is our on-the-scene reporter, Chunk Gaydar.
Hi Betty, Chunk Gaydar here, reporting from a very peaceful protest. Absolutely no violence whatsoever. Nothing's being set on fire, and no one has been injured in any way whatsoever.
Yes, the protest does look extremely peaceful there, Chunk.
Yes, extremely peaceful. You could not ask for a more peaceful protest.
So, what exactly happened, Chunk? I know it's early and we haven't got all the information yet, but apparently it's an unarmed black man who was just doing his gardening. Is that correct, Chunk? And the police just came up and shot him for being black.
Yes, that's right, Betty. An unarmed black man just doing his gardening, minding his own business, when the police came up and they saw he was black, and they decided to kill him for no other reason than being black.
So he was a completely unarmed black man just doing his gardening in his own garden.
That is 100% correct, Betty. An unarmed black man just doing his gardening. Although, one correction, it wasn't in his own garden.
He wasn't doing the gardening in his own garden? Was it part of his job or something?
No. He was actually doing the gardening inside the police station.
That's a little bit confusing, Chunk. Why was he doing his gardening inside the police station?
We're not too sure at the moment, Betty, so we can only speculate and make things up. So we suspect that maybe the white racist police officers came to his garden and confiscated all his rose bushes and took them to the police station, and he had no choice but to go there and to do the pruning of the rose bushes inside the police station.
Well, I guess that would make sense. I mean, if we're just speculating and making things up, then that must be a fact.
Yes, Betty. I think we'll just start referring to that as a fact from now on.
So he's just pruning his rose bushes inside the police station. What was he pruning the rose bushes with, Chunk?
He was pruning the rose bushes with a chainsaw.
With a chainsaw, Chunk?
Yes, Betty. He was pruning the rose bushes with a chainsaw, which I believe is a very common thing to do. A lot of people, when they prune their rose bushes, they use chainsaws, even large chainsaws like this victim was using. It's perfectly normal. My 95-year-old grandmother often does it herself. So nothing out of the ordinary here.
Yes, I can see the advantages of pruning your rose bushes with a chainsaw. It would make perfect sense.
Yes, that's right, Betty. Like I said, my 95-year-old grandma often uses a chainsaw to prune the roses. Nothing strange about that whatsoever.
So what you're saying is he was a completely unarmed black man with a chainsaw who was just murdered by the white cops for no other reason than for being black.
Yes, that's 100% correct, Betty. He was an unarmed black man with a chainsaw who was executed by the cops for no other reason than being black.
That is terrible, Chunk. That is terrible. Wait, hold on. I'm being told that we apparently have a photo of him from his Facebook account. We'll put it up on the screen now. What the fuck are you doing putting that photo up? Where'd you get that photo from?
Betty, I think your mic's still hot, Betty.
Just get rid of that photo now. I don't want to see that photo. Can't we get a picture of him when he was like a baby or something? Well, can't you just find a picture of any black baby? No one's going to know the difference. Just get a black baby and put it on.
Betty, your mic's still hot, Betty.
Just any black baby will do. No one's going to know the difference. Oh, sorry, just ignore that. So we have a picture of him here as a baby, and he looks so innocent.
Yes, I can't actually see the photo, Betty, because I'm reporting live from the very peaceful protest, but I imagine he would look very innocent as a baby.
Yes, very, very innocent. Not the type of person that would try to kill police with a chainsaw.
Definitely not, Betty. Obviously the chainsaw was only used to prune his rose bushes.
Yes, I don't see what other use a chainsaw would have. Hold on, we're getting some posts he made on Twitter not long before he was murdered. So we'll have a look at them and see. Maybe, he says something about going to the police station to prune his rose bushes. So the first one says, "I'm going to kill some pigs today." Do you know if he worked at an abattoir?
No, Betty. Apparently he was unemployed.
Oh, so he's not a butcher, maybe?
No, Betty. Apparently not.
Oh, I'm a little bit confused by his reference of killing pigs. Maybe he just loves pork chops.
That would be my guess, Betty. Pork chops and bacon. I myself love pork chops and bacon. I'm a big fan of many types of pork. Christmas hams, for example. They're all really good. So I imagine that tweet was in reference to going to a butcher shop after he pruned his rose bushes and buying some pork for dinner.
Yes, that must be it. That must be what it was referring to. I can't think what else it would be referring to, Chuck.
Yes, very clearly, Betty, it was referring to his love of pork. And, we all love pork, except for our Muslim friends out there. I don't want to be Islamophobic, but yes, those of us who aren't Muslim or Jewish definitely love our pork. Definitely no reference to killing cops or anything like that.
No, and I think we should mention again that this was an unarmed black man with a chainsaw. A completely helpless, unarmed black man with a chainsaw who was just murdered by the white supremacist cops.
Yes, Betty, we do need to keep mentioning that he was a completely unarmed black man with a chainsaw. Completely unarmed with a chainsaw, and just slaughtered by the cops, by the white supremacist cops, for no other reason than for being a black man.
Wait, hold on, I'm being told we've got another tweet that he made just before he went to the police station. It says, #Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna kill as many cops today as I possibly can. Oh, and there's a picture of him with a chainsaw. No, we're not gonna show that picture. So,
I think when he says cops, he's referring to aphids on the rosebush, Betty.
Yes, that must be it. He's referring to the aphids on the rosebush. I often call aphids cops for some reason. It's just like a little funny thing I do.
Yes, same here, Betty. My 95-year-old grandma, when she prunes her rose bushes with a chainsaw, she often says, I'm going to go out and kill the cops, referring to aphids, which are on the rosebush. Definitely nothing else.
No, it wouldn't be any reference to anything else. obviously this is just another example of white supremacy.
Killing aphids with a chainsaw is white supremacy?
No, Chunk, I meant I meant the cops killing the black man.
I agree 100%, Betty. I don't know what other conclusion you can come to, except clearly it is another example of white supremacy and clearly proof we live in a white supremacist patriarchy.